neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
There it is. We ain't gotta pray for you. Back when that's why Nate and them dudes ain't right. Like when this dude Sean Brown. Mike Brown.
Yeah.
And they were out there marching for Mike Brown.
Yeah.
You on the wrong lane doing that. That's not scriptural.
They was clout chasing.
Yeah,
they really didn't care about no.
We knew what was doing.
It's really clout chasing, really.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Because a lot of these other Israelites or whatever, they looking at this thing carnally, and they think this is a thing about just bringing people in, and the thing of numbers, the numbers game.
Right.
The Lord ain't dealing with the numbers. Matthew the 7th chapter breaks it down. 7 and what? 13.
Mm-hmm.
You know, broad is the gateway that leadeth to destruction. Straight is the gate that leadeth to life, and there be very few that find it.
That's right. That's right. Very narrow.
The Lord said He was going to be a small sanctuary to us with the countries that we're scattered. So it ain't about the numbers. The Most High is not looking for quantity; He's looking for quality.
Another thing too, going back to Elijah, when they thought that when he prayed to the Lord, said they're killing all the prophets. Remember, Elijah didn't see all the prophets around.
Yeah.
That time there was no internet, no TV.
Right.
For him to know that there was brothers all over the place.
Yeah.
The Lord said, "Look, man, I got 7,000 that have not bowed." So what's what we ain't worrying about? We know the elect is out there, woke up through the Spirit.
Yeah. And you brothers that watch the shows that are out, you the elect because you doing what the elect would do.
That's right.
I remember Pastor Tar used to say that before. How you know that we the elect or those men? It's because we're doing what the elect and what the prophets would do. Now the thing is that you got to continue, and you got to, because the scriptures say, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. So you can't fall off. You can't just be doing this thing for 10, 20 years or whatever, and then just disappear. Nah. You can't sit there and turn up. The scriptures say, the Lord said, we're not like them that draw back. All right? The Most High ain't dealing with you niggas, man. These niggas that like to sit there and take breaks and take vacations and, just disappear, do a disappearing act. Then you got, we got to do some more studying. We got to go, we got to check this out. We got to revise this. Man, the Most High ain't dealing with them, man. The Lord's making it clear who the elect are, man.
That's right.
All right? He's making it crystal clear who his men are. All right? And you see them. You see the brothers, popping up all throughout the four corners of the earth. You got camps going on all over the place, and it's beautiful, man. When we see it, I got something real quick. Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So say the way to enter in is through the what? The straight gate.
Right.
Which means what? A position of difficulty.
Yep.
You see, and when you in this truth, when you really in this truth, you're gonna catch hell, man. I tell you that in Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1. When you really serving the Lord, you're gonna catch hell. When you in this truth, you're gonna go through hell, whether it could be anything. It could be your job,
all levels.
From your so-called family, your mama, your father, your grandparents, your children, your wife, a bitch, a woman, whatever the fuck you want to call it, your car, your dog. Your dog might even, remember Job, even his animals turned against, everything body turned against him. Your dog might sit there and growl at you one day,
Or just snap at you.
You like, it's a bitch, man. I'm just saying, whatever, and whatever's close to you normally is what turns against you or what you end up losing.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's all a test, but you got to make sure that you love Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai better than before anything and anybody. And of course, which is the brotherhood. Now, if you're smart enough, you should know that, wait a minute, my mother, the Lord gonna give me another, that's just a woman. The Most High if she dies, she coming back in the reincarnation. Pretty much all my parents been passed on or whatever. But I don't trip over that shit really, because I know that they're gonna come back in the reincarnation.
Yeah, we understand.
We understand. In the kingdom, they Israelites. So they're gonna be good just off of that. But at the end of the day, I gotta work out my own salvation so that I can save me and my household. You understand? And that's the mentality, that warrior soldier mentality. We gotta maintain and increase and pray to the Most High that increases in that spirit, man. It says, verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way, meaning it's going to be a hard road to go. But once you get to the level where you can deny yourself and your feelings and your loved ones for the truth's sake, I'm saying, I ain't coming in like, because people think, oh, you coming with some gym. No, we talking about the truth. for the name of Yahweh Shai's sake.
That's right.
That's who you know. We ain't talking about bringing your son to the top of a mountain with a damn molten fire under there and you know throwing him. No, we ain't saying nothing like that. But in other words, you're not letting that be the reason of you being hindered from doing the work of the Lord. Hey, well, brothers, I'm not gonna be able to come out on the streets because I got to babysit. I'm gonna have to wait till my son turns 5 and he can go to kindergarten. Actually, I'm gonna have to wait till he turns 8 because then he can go to the bus stop by himself. Until then, I gotta make sure I get. Nah, we ain't gonna be on no tip like that, man.
We know somebody like that though.
Yeah, we do.
Literally, that's what happened.
Niggas breastfeeding it? Nah. But baby, who knows, you know? Nigga might have prayed for titties so he can breastfeed his kid.
Yeah, with milk in it.
Oh man,
because milk is chilling.
Now, just you know, this is a joke, but you don't know. Like niggas be having such a bitch ass spirit, like the spirit of a woman. You know, niggas be doing some crazy shit, man. You never know what's on their mind. At the end of the day, you gotta serve Yahweh Shem Shai above everything, man. So it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life. And that's how you're going to find life. And then you got to think about the script. That's why it's good to read the scriptures and keep the scriptures close to you, man. Constantly being involved in the scriptures, watching shows. Because Romans 10:17 said, faith cometh by hearing the word of the Lord. So you want to make sure that you always, OD, the scriptures say the scriptures are honey. Eat sufficient for yourself. Don't be sitting there just trying to break, here it is, you trying to drink breakdowns every day. The whole book of Revelations, I'm going to break that all the way down in one day. You're going to die, man. Right, yeah, I knew dude, man, came out. We did go to camp and shit. Hey, brother, I didn't go to sleep. I was up all night. I broke down the whole book of Revelations, brother. Every precept I went to, brother, I was up all night. I'm like, all right, brother. Okay. I see you at the,
Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? The scriptures say that.
Yeah.
Be not over righteous. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? You gotta pace yourself.
You gotta pace yourself, man.
And all those guys that try to do that, you know what happens? They burn out.
Yeah.
And then they become reprobate. Then they start coming with some other doctrine. Nah, man, that was wrong, man. The Bible's wrong. That don't really mean that.
Mm-hmm.
The Gentiles, white people could be saved. They become reprobates.
Yeah.
And much study have made thee mad, because
Mm-hmm.
you out there studying and you start picking up different materials that are outside the Bible and totally screw your ass up, and you totally get screwed up.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you start believing the bullshit that these crackers put in these different books that they got out there and
Yep.
steer you away. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But them guys that always come like that, they turn reprobate. And then they start denouncing the scriptures. Now that breakdown is wrong. This is how it goes.
Yeah. That's right, man. So, I don't know if you want to go back to that scripture, whatever scripture y'all got. I guess we'll get ready to wrap it up.
Okay.
Let the spirit still.
That up.
All right. 2 Ezra 8, verse 56. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law.
And
Look at that. You thought scorn of the
Yep.
law, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
What do you mean I can't have sex with my woman when she's on her period?
Mm-hmm.
And the scripture says if a woman have an issue, she's unclean.
Yep.
7 days. You can't touch her. Or if she has a son, she's unclean for a little over a month. If she has a girl, she's unclean for like a little over 2 months. You can't touch her. She got to go through her purification.
Mm-hmm.
If she has a man child or a female, a maid child. What you mean I can't have sex with my woman a week after she gave birth? You think scorn of the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh? What you mean I can't eat pork? That's that other white meat.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with eating no pork. I've been eating pork since I was little. The reason why you ate pork is because your mother's wicked ass and your big mama's wicked ass put it in your mouth. You wouldn't know about no goddamn pork if they didn't put that shit in your mouth when you were little.
Mm-hmm.
They made you rebellious. Your big mama and your mama claim that they read the Bible, right? Well, in the Bible it tells you of the swine's flesh, thou shalt not eat of it. It's unclean unto you.
That's right.
But yet they still eat it. They consider it their black tradition to eat pork. If you don't eat pork, you're not a real black person.
Well, Well, in that argument, they also think it's a black tradition to worship witchcraft.
Yeah.
Like they're saying a lot of they're leaving the Christian church, which is witchcraft in itself,
Exactly.
and going to straight up mumbo jumbo witchcraft.
Yep.
Where they jump around the fire.
Yeah, Eve's Bayou. You straight up going right into Eve's Bayou.
Drink some rum and spit it out in the fire.
Yep.
Bunch of savages.
Yeah. So go ahead.
When they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His
Right,
law.
they despise the Most High. Because again, now they come to the realization that the Christian church is all bullshit.
Yep.
All right, cool. But what are you doing about it? You come back to the truth? Are you come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? No.
Yep.
You're going into Obia. You're going into Roots. And
Which you was doing OBN Roots, all of that anyway.
But now you say that's our heritage. You know? Which is, it is your heritage. You're wicked. That's the reason why our black asses came here on the slave ships, you dummies.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Worshipping other gods.
That's what got us in the predicament that we're in now. Worshiping of other gods. You go back into that West African history, because we were in West Africa, and the gods that they were worshiping a Legba. You know, a Legba. They were worshiping a Legba. You got Chango and all this other shit that they were doing over there, right?
It's just Satan.
Papa Chango and all that. You were worshiping that in the islands, or I would say in like places like Cuba. They call it Alegua. It's the same shit. Alegua.
Right.
Alegua. It's the same fucking bullshit.
That have a witch doctor guy wearing a fucking Abraham Lincoln hat.
Yeah.
And his face painted all white with the black, and he's doing all this crazy shit.
Yep.
And they play the fucking jungle music. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because you're summoning the spirit. You're summoning the spirit
What they
of
do.
Obia. You're summoning the spirit of Obia. That's what you're doing. But you was doing that anyway. You were doing that anyway.
Clean the heaven.
Even though you still
Clean
in
the heaven.
church, even though you still was going to the church, you was doing that anyway. You
Exactly.
were doing that on the side any goddamn.
And they were doing it in church.
Yeah, in church. As a matter of fact, in church. So you despise the word of the Most High. The scriptures say, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." You black women are goddamn witches all the way around.
Yeah.
And you call yourself, but I'm a Christian. You a Christian, but yet you sitting there trying to make some food and put your period blood in it, so that way your man it stays madly in love with you and he won't leave you.
That's witchcraft.
You hoes believe in that.
But
shit.
wait a minute. I think it was Apostle Tar that did the video, the black woman leaving Christianity for witchcraft.
Well, yeah.
You
It
know?
was a big thing on the media.
Yeah, big
I
thing
saw
on
the
the
video.
Yeah. So yeah, that shows you right there. That's what these hoes, these black women, basically they witches, they warlocks. That's why they all a bunch of Miss Cleos.
Yep.
You know?
Call me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all into the horoscope and,
Yeah, tarot cards.
tarot cards and
Turn that card over. Hey, you butchers. You, I tell you.
palm reading and shit.
Yeah, wickedness is sweet in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta die. You and them little chillin' that you birth, them little monsters that you gave birth to, like the scriptures say. Even the daughter of my people has become cruel. Even the sea monsters draw out their breasts and give suck to their young ones.
Yeah.
You see a killer whale, you see a shark. Even they will take care of their babies and feed them and nurture them. And those are killing machines. But the daughter of my people has become cruel. You are some cruel bitches. Because you abort your babies, you beat the shit out your children because they look like their daddy.
Or you straight up kill them.
Or you straight up kill them.
You put them in the oven. Remember that bitch
Yep.
put her kids in the oven?
Yep.
It happened a few times.
A few times. They kill them. They suffocate them. Drive them into a river.
Starve them to death.
Yeah.
You
There
know?
was a woman up there in Newburgh. She drove the van into the water with the kids. And the older kid, he rolled the window down and he got out the window
Yeah.
and made it to the shore and said, "My mother, she killed my brothers." And the father, when he didn't want the children to be buried with her. Everybody looking at him like he's the bad guy. He didn't drive the fucking van into the water and drown the kids and kill them.
That's another thing too. You people are warped.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah.
This place is almost out of here. You know. There's something too. Now. I'll be watching that Netflix shit and all them different categories.
Yeah, different.
And every movie they got is about a woman kicking some guy's ass.
Yeah.
This place is
Oh yeah.
Every movie.
The superhero, even the superhero movies.
Yeah.
They're not no more masculinity in them.
Yep.
Either homosexuality or feminism.
Yeah.
In all these superhero movies, and it's bullshit, man. This place gotta go.
Yeah, correct.
They thought scorn of his law and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous and said in their heart that there is no power.
Look at that. Now you're saying, look, you tread down the righteous, and now you say, look, there is no God. There is no God. That's the tip that a lot of you monkeys are on right now. There is no God. But you know what? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob spoke about the mark of the beast, about the chip.
Yeah.
And that's the time that we're living in right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the very moment in history that we're in right now. For all that comedic bullshit that you niggas try to pump, none of that comedic shit talked about no prophecies about a goddamn thing.
It ain't got no kind of answers.
That comedic shit ain't got no kind of answers for nothing.
Right.
None at all.
Yeah, with the comedic or the book, what they call it, the tablets of Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
What did they? Yeah, with the epic tablets of Gilgamesh. What did they have to say about the COVID-19? Huh? What they had to say about the World War III? Maybe in the Quran it's prophesied about the nuclear destruction. All right, what surah is it? You see, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Maybe that they mentioned something about the famine.
Yeah.
And the race riots.
The race riots.
You see, that's why it tell you clearly about all those other books is bullshit, man.
Making of many books, there's
no end. It's bullshit. Only book you're supposed to deal with is the Holy Scriptures of the Bible, man. All right, and then on top of it, you got to learn the Bible from the men of the Lord. It's not just anybody could teach you these scriptures. It tells you that in Romans the 10th chapter, man, from the 13th verse on down. All right, you got to be taught by the men of the Lord, which means you got to humble yourself. All right, you got to forget everything that you knew. See, it's a process that the Most High set up for coming into this truth, because the scriptures tell you about how wisdom is going to take you by a crooked path until she know that she could trust you.
Right?
You know, you can't just get the truth. You got to be proven, man. We still got to prove ourselves to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, because it ain't over. I mean, the Lord gave us the truth. We're speaking the truth, but we got to maintain. We still got to fight. We still got to prove ourselves to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai that we gonna endure to the end, and pray and hope that the Lord allows us to endure. You see? So we ain't got much long to go. Shit, this thing is almost over, man. Like it ain't like back in the days where, you know, you ain't like, damn, it's like you ain't gonna never be up out of here. Nah, we can see, you know, the writings on the wall.
Yeah.
It's clear that America's, you know, is done. The elite, you see that they moving closer to a cashless society.
Yeah, they're closing up shop on this place, man.
Closing up shop.
Basically liquidating this place.
You know?
Places you go now, you go there to pay for something with cash, and they're like, nah, I don't have enough money in the drawer to give you change.
Yep.
So you got to use your debit card or a credit card, but you have the actual cash right there.
Yep.
They're pushing everything to a cashless society, which is going to make way for the chip.
Yeah.
We already have the chip in our phone and in our... What's the purpose of having a fucking chip in your credit card or your debit card? The debit cards and credit cards before never had that shit in there, and they work fine. You swipe them, and then you sign, and you go about your business. What's the purpose of having that EMV chip inside of a credit card or a debit card for the bank?
Yeah.
The fuck is the purpose of that?
The conditioning you.
Yeah. Because you're doing it in stages. You're introducing it to people in stages. Now, the thing is, well, you can lose your card. Your card is lost, stolen, but if you have that device inside your hand or your forehead, you can't lose it. It won't get stolen. So that's what it's all about, steering everybody to the cashless society, which lines right up with the prophecy in Revelation, the 13th chapter.
Yeah. Lines
right up with the prophecy.
The 13th, yeah.
Right there. It lines right up with prophecy.
Yeah. So I guess we get end it right there on that point. You know, lining up with the prophecy. We almost out of here. I mean, of course, we can go on all day, but like the elder said, you know, it's getting late. We still, I mean, even we ain't in the kingdom yet. We got to work just like we work like you brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't have, you know, we don't just sit around. You know, people, a lot of people might think that, but nah, we work, man. You know, the Most High set that up. That's part of the process, you know, and we got to deal with it until the Most High said we ain't got to deal with it. You know,
we just read it a while ago. Lord said, then rest will be allowed.
Yeah.
We're not at our rest yet.
And as much as we hate it, but you know what? That just make you pray and want the kingdom to come that much quicker, man. Because the scriptures say you're supposed to hasten the days. So that's why the Most High put that hell upon you, you know?
The scriptures say the Lord will return with healing in his wings.
Right.
You know? Because we in this toxic ass world, man. We all toxified up. Our DNA has been modified by these GMOs. So.
Yes, yeah. So how they doing DNA testing and tracing and everything? Everybody's DNA is all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
The so-called white man, he's man, this devil is destroying the biosphere of the earth itself. He's destroying biology as the way that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set it up from the beginning. That's why everything, you know, but before everything kind of opened back up a little bit, the earth was healing itself. They were bringing it out. The smog started to disappear.
Yeah, yeah.
The bees started coming back and certain insects because the smog wasn't there. So the earth was starting to heal itself. In that little bit of time, March, April, May, the earth was healing itself. But then, okay, now you open the rains back up. So now the factories were closed, so the smog wasn't getting pumped out there. So the earth started healing itself. That's why everything is going to be burnt. That's why this Third World War, this fire is going to burn up all of this shit here in this kingdom and throughout the world. All of that shit's going to be burnt so that the earth can heal itself and return back to the way it was in the beginning. All this stuff got to be burnt.
And that's a cleansing agent.
Cleansing agent.
Cleansing agent. Most High set it up perfect. Yeah.
And then the smoke.
That fire.
That smoke going up. That's going to be going up for a long time. It's going to be like a charcoal effect. And what does the charcoal do? It draws all the. If you take activated charcoal, it draws all the toxins in your body to it.
Yeah.
To the charcoal, and then it's discarded out the body. So that fire, that smoke that's going to be coming up from that fire, that's going to also be a cleansing agent for the air. Yeah. That's going to like purify the air once again.
That's how you, if you want to go by like purify the air, I mean you got certain incense and herbs, but they sell basically activated charcoal in these bags. Yeah. You set them in your room to purify. You want to purify the air.
Right. And to recharge them, you put them in an area for sunlight for a certain amount of time. Then it becomes recharged.
Yep.
And then you just put it back up in a certain, and it takes the odors out the air, purifies the air.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a purifying. It's going to be that fire is the ultimate cleansing agent. These waters with all these pollutants and chemicals in the water got to be purified.
Yeah.
So a lot of these waters are gonna get burnt up. They're gonna be boiled. The scriptures say that the rivers were dried up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. So these are the times we living in, man. But I guess we're gonna end it there. You know, hopefully you brothers and the sisters that watch, hopefully you were edified. You know, and you know, just stay tuned, man. Just keep praying to the Most High to bring the destruction and to establish Israel, you know, Jerusalem. You know, so with that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kodash. And we say Shalom.
Shalom.